This exhibition is an expanded gesture of listening. My name is Netta Weiser. I'm an artist and choreographer based in Berlin. Over the past 6 weeks, I've been an artist in residence in the frame of the Goethe-Institut Jerusalem Residency in collaboration with Mamuta Research and Art Center at Hansen House, Jerusalem. Over the past 5 years, I've been developing my practice under the title Radio-Choreography. It's a long-term research project in which I explore how can dance be translated into sound and how can choreography be broadcast on the radio. As part of this project, I collaborate with artists from different disciplines and from different geopolitical contexts, and together we create a radiophonic archive of dance practices that were created by female choreographers during times of migration, border crossing, and resistance. During the residency, I developed the exhibition Resounding Voice. It is based on a research that began in Berlin and continued here in Jerusalem on a very special sound archive by Brigitte Schiffer. Brigitte Schiffer was a Jewish-German composer. She was born in 1909 in Berlin. She conducted her doctoral research on an isolated oasis in western Egypt, a very special place called Siwa Oasis, which is also an Amazigh minority, so it's a cultural minority within Egypt. So in 1932 and 1933, Brigitte Schiffer went with a phonograph to Siwa, and she recorded everything she could. She stayed there twice, then she brought the recordings back. They were housed in the Berliner Phonograph Archive, which is today housed at the Humboldt Forum in Berlin. When she went back to Berlin, she barely managed to submit her dissertation because of the rise of the Nazi regime. She lived in exile in Cairo for 30 years. Personally, my interest in Brigitte Schiffer also derives from my interest in women working in context of exile, my interest in migration, art that was created within shifting political conditions. And I think that it also touches upon personal questions that I've been facing over the past 2 years, especially while living away from where you grew up. So questions of when is it time to leave, when is it time to go back, making art during wartime while being away. And I think that these questions somehow resonate within different cultural spaces and for many people in these times. So in the main piece in the exhibition, one can hear all these sonic materials blending together. It's a lot about a circle of movement. And it also derives from a practice that I've been developing for a while now of choreographing sound. Another work in the exhibition derives from a very special part of Schiffer's archive. I've been in dialogue with researcher Matyas who's been researching Schiffer's archive and life story for the past decade. And in dialogue with him, I realized that some of the labor songs, the work songs that were recorded in Schiffer's archive and classified as such, are actually coded love songs that were sang among the men working in the agricultural fields of Siwa. The lyrics of this collection of songs, they talk about love, they talk about migration, they talk about social struggles. And what is also very special is that in the acoustics of the desert, the voice could really travel for afar. So it was some kind of an ancient radio practice of actually transmitting messages across the oasis. In the exhibition, I was working with a vocalist, a vocal artist based in New York, Hanan Ben Simon, and together we decided to embody and search for ways to learn and embody and vocalize these very special recordings. This exhibition is an expanded gesture of listening. How I listen to Brigitte Schiffer's story, to her archive, how I work with musicians to react, to embody, to improvise these materials, and how can the listener who's attending the exhibition can also experience these particular collections of songs and how they can perform themselves nowadays. How all these intercultural contexts come together and how can they be listened to differently in the space of the exhibition.